Starting off this look, I had really dry lips that day since I was sick, so I decided to take my Smith's Rosebud Salve and just moisturize my lips.
Morning, dear, they're in their 70s. That could be you and me. Have you ever pictured?
Next, I'm taking the Urban Decay Original Eyeshadow Primer. I'm just going to prime my eyelids to make sure that the makeup lasts the entire night.
Come on, let's dream. I wanna share my socks with you. I wanna cook pancakes at 2, and all of a sudden we're inspired to write a song on the kitchen counter.
Next, I'm just going to be taking my Jane Iredale eyeshadow in the shade Slate Brown just to fill in my eyebrows.
My thoughts and in my dreams, I hope that you see me too. Oh, you're still teaching me guitar. Oh, baby, you can do it, and I complain that it's too high. You know the times when we're stopped at the red lights. I say a random name and you ask if it's for my child, the little girl with the curls. You smile and laugh at me.
So I thought I'm going to be using my e.l.f. Clear Mascara.
But it's fine, we've got the time. Oh darling, how did I get you?
For the eyeshadow today, I'm going to be using my Cinderella Sephora palette, which was limited edition, but I'm sure you could still find it online, or you could find very dupable colors of it. But I'm first taking the shade A Wish, which is a matte cream shade, and I'm just applying this all the way up to the brow bone from the base of the lid, just to make sure that the tackiness of the primer is completely gone. Next, I'm taking my Urban Decay Naked Basics palette with the shade Naked 2, just to add some definition into the crease and the outer corner.
He likes the sunny side, she likes the shady. Diner every day, 8 in the morning. Dear, they're in their 70s.
Now I'm taking the shade Palace from the Cinderella palette, which is a really pretty rosy, shimmery shade. I'm just packing this all over the eyelid.
Okay, baby, what you...
Now I'm taking the shade Chateau, which is a really beautiful purpley brown shade. I'm just putting this on the outer corner, working it into the crease to add some extra definition.
Like that ain't true. Pretend.
Now I'm using a fluffy crease brush just to blend out the outer edges to make everything look a little bit more seamless. Next, I'm taking the shade Fairy Godmother, which is a beautiful periwinkle color, and I'm just using this on an angled brush on the outer area of the lower lash line just to brighten up the eyes. This color really reminds me of the shade of the dress in the movie. It's absolutely beautiful.
You've got so much life in you that you've got to touch, so breathe in.
Now I'm taking Glass Slipper, which is a beautiful kind of powdery blue, and I'm just going to put this on the inner half of the lower lash line just to kind of blend it in with the periwinkle shade.
Let's pretend.
Now I'm taking a tiny bit of a mixture of the two colors, and I'm placing this on the outer half of the eye and blending it a little bit into the crease just to give a little bit of a blue look, not super intense, but just to give it a little bit of a blue shade.
Pretend that I feel like giving in, if nothing else I'll imagine bed. Until then, just a simple word is more.
Next, I'm taking A Wish again, and I'm just going to put this on my brow bone just to highlight underneath my brow. I'm going to be highlighting my inner corner using the shade Ball Gown, which is such a beautiful iridescent white. I'm absolutely in love with it, and this really just brightens up the entire look. Next, I'm taking my beloved NYX Wonder Pencil and placing this on my waterline, but I did that off camera because it's a little bit uncomfortable to watch. And now I'm just curling up my eyelashes, prepping them for mascara. Today I'm using a combination of the CoverGirl Clump Crusher and the MAC 3D Extra Black Mascara. And I'm just going to be using the MAC one first, just wiggling this through my lashes. Now I'm taking the CoverGirl Clump Crusher, just getting out all those clumps that were in the mascara before and just adding a little bit extra length.
Let's pretend. time. I don't feel like giving in.
Now I'm just doing the exact same combination on the other eye.
Until then, let's pretend.
To prime my skin, I'm going to be using my Benefit Porefessional, and I'm just taking this in my fingers and blending it into my skin. For coverage today, I'm going to be using my Garnier BB Cream, and I didn't want a huge amount of coverage or anything. I just wanted to even out my skin tone and add a bit of a healthy glow to my face.
He says he loves.
Of course, today I'm using the ever so fabulous Beauty Blender just to blend everything out seamlessly. I absolutely love this product.
Tonight, standing in there, hands in my hair, lost for words. Where do you wanna be? I'm talking about you and me.
Next, I'm taking my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, and it's going to just cover up all my dark circles and also brighten up the skin. So I'm putting it underneath my eyes, and then also down the bridge of my nose, on my chin, my cupid's bow, and also on my forehead, just to act as a kind of more natural looking highlight. Then I'm blending everything out with my Micro Mini Beauty Blender.
Where do you want to be? Well, it's about as new as last year's rain pouring down from the sky so high. And you get used to knowing everything about each other, so you don't ask why. Oh, but you better not forget or reclaim the world as ours and left it too.
Next, I'm taking my EOS Lip Balm in Strawberry Sorbet just to act as a lip primer, just to make sure everything is moisturized and my lipstick goes on smoothly. Then I'm going to be taking my Boing concealer from Benefit and misapplying this to any imperfections on my skin that I want to make sure to cover up.
The girl's gotta make her peace with the man to understand things. Clear out the way, the drive, the doubt, darling.
Next, I'm taking my Maybelline Fit Me Powder just to set all the concealer I've placed on my face. I'm just using a smaller brush from Real Techniques and just concentrating it in the areas where I have my concealer, because I don't want my whole face to look super cakey. I just want to make sure the makeup is set, but also leaving a bit of a glow on my skin.
Everything from the cups in the kitchen to every little niche to us running to each other like an old-time movie.
Next, I'm taking the Bourjois Bronzing Primer just to act as a natural contour. This is a cream bronzer. I'm placing this in the hollows of my cheeks, and then I'm going to blend it out with a brush from Real Techniques.
Where do you wanna be? I'm talking about you and me. What do you want? What do you see? And where is far ever residing? The girl's gotta make her peace with a man to understand things. Clear out the way, the drive, the day, darling. Where do you want to be? Yeah. Where do you want to be?
So I noticed that bronzer kind of wiped off the concealer I had in the spot, so I decided to add it back on to my face. Again, just using Benefit Boing, and then later I'm going to powder it up with my Maybelline Fit Me Powder. For blush today, I'm going to be using my NYX Rouge Cream Blush in the shade Golden, which is my favorite shade right now. I'm just taking it with a duo fiber brush. I'm just going to be putting this on my face just lightly to give myself a bit of a glow, but just to look really natural.
In the future, is this too much, or have you ever wondered? Look at me, come on.
Now onto my favorite step, which is highlighting. Today I'm using my NARS Liquid Illuminator in the shade CopaCabana, and I got a little bit too much in my hand, but what are you really going to do? Now I'm just putting it on my cheekbones with my ring finger. To blend it out further, I'm going to be using my Beauty Blender Micro Mini. This is the other one that I have, and this really blends it out seamlessly. Now moving on to lips, I'm using my Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Lip Pencil in the shade Naked, which is my favorite lip pencil currently. I'm just lining up my lips and then just going to fill them in. Now you could just leave it this color because personally I love the original color this lip liner has, but if you want to add a little bit of pinkness, which is what I wanted to do, I took my Bite Beauty lip duo and I used the Lychee side, which is like a nice light pinky nude, and I just placed this on the center of my lips just to act as a gradient and just add a little bit more pink. And then to add some shine, I'm going to be using my Lip Lights by BonneBelle in the shade Melon Smoothie, which is like a clear lip gloss.
In my thoughts and in my dreams, I hope that you see me too.
Now I'm taking my NYX Illuminator in the shade Enigmatic, which is like a light kind of pinky color. I'm just going to use this just to set the NARS Illuminator and also give an extra bit of a pink glow.
We're taking road trips in the car.
And after that, the makeup is complete. Now we move on to the hair. So I'm taking out my hairband, and then I decided just to keep my middle part because I think this hairstyle is a little bit easier with the middle part. Now I'm just sectioning off the area of my hair which is in front of my ear. So it's quite a large section. You can use as much or as little as you'd like.
In the morning, dear, they're in their 70s.
Now I'm taking little sections from those larger sections. I'm going to start twisting it back, and then I'm going to kind of add more pieces in, almost like a French twist, if that makes any sense. And then I'm just going to keep going with this until I am done all that little section at the front. And then after that, I'm just going to completely keep twisting it to the back and then pin it in with a couple of bobby pins. So that's what one side of the hair looks like. Now moving on to the other side, I'm just doing the exact same thing, taking one small section, twisting it back, adding in other parts as we keep going along, and just gives a beautiful princessy type hair look. I really love this hair. And now I'm just going to be taking some more bobby pins and pinning it back. So this is what the completed hair looks like. As you can see, I tried to make it even as much as I could on both sides. I absolutely love it. And then as for the makeup, I think it has turned out really well. It looks natural, but it still has a little bit of a pop with the blue. Then moving on to the outfit that I wore to the movie, I wanted to make it a little bit more dressed up, but still keep it quite casual at the same time. So my cardigan is from Blue Notes, and it just has this really pretty crochet at the back. My crop top is from Fashion Q. My jeans are actually from Forever 21, and then my shoes are just black high-top Converse. Then for my necklace is also from Forever 21, and my rings are a mixture of Brandy Melville and Forever 21. I had a really great time at the movie. I went with my friend Ashley and my mom, but Ashley did not want me in the camera at all, but I kind of made her. And it was just a beautiful movie. It was so well done, and if you're a Disney fan, you must see it. No ifs or buts. You have to go. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!